as soon as you were in the offering basin, the flames rose up, completely blocking your sight, and you were blinded momentarily, and you felt a dizziness which passed almost as soon as it began. And when you looked up, you were not in the basin any longer. You were in an octagon room with 4 arched exits and a domed ceiling, and a prone human skeleton in the center of the floor. His sword is pointing in the direction of the red arrow. A vaguely sulphurous smell assails the nostrils. It's very easy to tell that it's coming from the fog that's in the corridors. Rust orange mists swirl on either side of the archways, clearly visible from anywhere in the room. There are levers in the center of each wall, just above the inscription that says "Pull me" in several languages. Neil went off. Karak went off as a giant bat using his sonar. Very clever indeed. To map the dungeon.
So we've got these fume-filled corridors.
Mm-hmm.
So what you notice when you're flying around, these fume-filled corridors, there were gaps in them, which like where you pour that bag on the floor. And
so what I want to know...
There certainly were gaps. They seem to be in certain areas. Strange thing, when you were a bat, you didn't seem to be affected by the delirium that Sohei felt when he headed south. Well, I say south. Okay. You can't tell which way is which on this.
So if you head east, that...
Well, yeah.
Oh, hold on. Oh, no, that's wrong.
Oh, no, you've taken them off, Neil.
I know.
Can you remember where they are?
Shit. There's one here. There's one there. And there was one... Where was the other one?
Ooh.
It was a little bit further up. Yeah.
Well... It hasn't been a week, has it, in game, like it has in real life? So can I remember? No. Was it there?
A bit further up at the junction.
Okay, so looking east, how far along to the east did the fumes proceed? Was that entire corridor to the east covered in fumes?
No. Just the 20 foot of it. Each one of those blocks is obviously 5 foot, so that 4 blocks is 20 foot. Yeah, just the 20 foot, and then it opened up a bit.
And then there was no fumes after the 20 feet, yeah?
Oh no, there was. There was only a clear area of about 15 foot north to south, and then the other corridors going off it had.
Okay. So what I'm going to suggest is we rope ourselves together, we hold our breaths, and we all run east through the fumes. It's only about 20 feet.
Okay.
And then we'll get to a clear area, and then we can plan the next stage.
Let's tie up and lead on,
I'm going to get my water flask out and just pour some onto the bottom of my shirt and hold it over my mouth and my nose.
Okay.
Okay, I'm going to hold my nose, get everyone lined up. And then I'm going to charge, pulling them on my rope this way, aiming for this spot, which I believe doesn't have fumes. Is that correct?
That is correct, yes.
And pull everyone into the clear bit.
Yeah. So from where you are, you're in the centre of a clear part that is 15 foot long, north to south.
Okay.
The corridor to your east is covered in mist. To the north and south has mist.
Okay, so do I manage to pull everyone through okay without any...
Guys, does he manage to pull you through okay?
Yeah.
Now, from what I remember, where this treasure was, I think it was 3 chests on a sled. That was clear, wasn't it?
Okay, so let me just read the description of this. Now you're all here. The mist part to reveal a 15-foot section of the clear corridor with mist filling the archways at both ends. Archways lead out from the centre of both walls and are also filled with mists. The stench of carrion here can be smelled.
Okay. So, from what I remember, where that sled was, there was no mist around it. Is that correct? I think it was a sled with 3 chests.
There was no mist around the sled.
So I'm going to hold on to the left-hand wall, and repeat, holding our nose, and pull everyone through to here where there's no mist.
Okay.
Because I should be able to feel when there's a gap if the mist doesn't clear there.
Again, there's a 15-foot section of corridor that doesn't have mist in it, north to south. The curly bit at the bottom is covered in mist, and you can't see the junction for the mist. The junction to the north of you for the mist.
Okay.
The mist parts to reveal a section of clear corridor with mist filling the archways at both ends. Archways lead out from the centre of both side walls and are also filled with mist. Lying on the floor in the centre is a skeleton of a person who seems to have died while pulling a sled. The sled holds 3 chests, 2 on the bottom row and the third balanced on top of them.
Okay, I appear to be filling the corridor as well, for some reason.
Can someone roll a d20 for me, please? In fact, all roll. Perception checks, sorry.
Oh, perception checks. Right.
Yeah, I'll change what it says here. Perception is...
My token's gone giant, Mark, for some reason.
You've gone big. You've gone big.
Go big or go home. Oh, that was supposed to be in the tower, sorry.
Okay, no worries.
Do you want me to re-roll it, or is that okay?
No, that's fine. Okay. Silas and Malia, the stench of carrion and dead meat is quite strong here. And it seems to come from the north exit, although you don't know it as the north exit.
Okay.
Can't move Malia. Okay. So, guys, I found this chest. I don't know if there's anything in it, but I thought it might be worth a look.
Is there any obvious marks on the body, on the bone, on the it's skeleton, so on the bones? Are there
Make an investigation check, please.
any breaks, any teeth marks? Any...
Actually, if you can make an investigation check and also a successful medicine check if you're checking his bones.
I'm checking the bones.
Okay, no, just you can't tell anything that's giving you any information at all, really, apart from...
Can I have a look to see what they died of?
What, are you going to do an autopsy?
Well, no, just to see whether it was a natural death, whether he starved, or whether, or whether he was attacked.
He's not got any limbs missing. A quick cursory look at his bones, don't see any hack marks or chips or broken bones. He's just lying on the floor with the rope wrapped underneath his bones. He was obviously pulling the sled.
Oh, hope he didn't die from this gas. What is that smell?
So are we going to check these chests out, guys?
Oh, yeah.
Well, he's obviously moved it, so it shouldn't be trapped unless you try to open it here.
I'll see if I can use my short sword to pry open.
What, is it open? We haven't even tried to open it yet. It might be open.
Stand behind the
two chests on the bottom and one on the top that's resting on the top of them, kind of in the middle of both of them, if you see what I mean.
I want to stand behind the chests and and open it so the opening isn't facing me, and see if I can just pull up with my hands the top chest. Open the lid.
Okay. So you reach round and you unlatch the latch and you pull the top of the chest backwards, revealing the front. And several darts shoot out of the chest. Unfortunately for you, it says it shoots out the darts in an arc ranging from straight up to directly in front of the chest. So you get one in your arm. Make a saving throw, please. Hang on, against poison.
I'm so sorry, guys. Please carry on, but I've got to go through here. It's jacking me up. It's jacking me up, boys. I've got to go.
What would poison be?
Don't know. It should be con or something like that normally.
Yeah, I guess Constitution. Let's say Constitution.
Yeah.
Okay, so double click on your saves on the front of you.
Hang on, I just got to open all my books. For some reason, they won't open. Cool. Uh-oh. Overloaded the game. Right, can't. Save. Can't. Hang on, have I turned it down? Hello?
Hello.
No, sorry, I'm just reading here. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, you hear the clang and move your arm back really fast, and you feel it whiz past your wrist.
Jesus!
Was anybody else standing in front of the chest? Karak and Silas, if the map is correct.
Well, I mean, seeing the way that Silas was opening the chest, probably not. But I don't know. Didn't state, so
Depends which way the chest is facing.
happy for you to say.
Facing south, the opening.
Then it would probably have got me then.
Roll a d20. If you roll 1 to 10, then you sussed what he was doing and moved out of the way. Yeah, you sussed what he was doing and moved out of the way. I'll get Sohei to do the same when he returns.
I'll just grab a drink. I'll grab a drink.
Do you want me to roll first? Okay.
Sec. Oh.
Mark,
Sorry?
would you like me to roll?
No, you're behind Dave, so it was firing away from you.
No, I mean, do you want me to roll for Sohei?
No, we'll wait. No worries.
Okay.
Yeah, just in case it kills him, we don't want it. You don't want him to blame you for the bad roll.
Your fault. Oh.
He probably would have.
Where's he gone? I missed it.
He's gone to the bathroom.
Oh.
Oh,
Drop
cheeky
the
Bob.
kids off at the pool.
Definitely one way of putting it, Mark.
Definitely a William Dafoe fucking gif there.
Very bizarre. Not a movie, that one.
Yes, darling.
It's all about whether the kids will have armbands on or not, whether they'll sing.
Not sure what you mean by that.
He's taking his time. You must be pinching off a loaf.
I've not heard that expression before. Pinching off a loaf. Could you say twisting off a sausage?
I suppose so. Taking Mrs. Brown's kids to Super Bowl.
Super Bowl. Rolling them down the alley. I'm not even. Let's not go on to
No.
whether he's good. No, let's. Just the mind's still working away, and it's going in very horrible places.
Yeah.
It just depends whether there was a clean getaway or not as to how long.
Oh, no.
Maybe we should think about how to open the chest.
Dave's opened the top chest.
Yeah. Well, let's have a look
Open
inside.
now.
Oh, sorry,
Yeah, so,
guys.
we're just waiting to see if Rich gets hit by any of the
Right.
dark.
I just thought it like set something off. I didn't realise it opened.
Yeah, he's opened it.
Okay.
I can tell you what you see inside whilst we're waiting for Sohei.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah.
You see what look to be a bundle of old rags and the mechanism for the trap.
I'll take my sword out and just poke around in the bottom, move the rags around, see if they're covering anything.
Okay, make a perception check.
Hmm.
You can do it outside tower.
Outside.
Well, you'll know if you succeed or not with this. Okay, you have a route around. There's no other objects in there, but which you're sure of. But you do notice something, and that's that the old rags look like old socks.
What? That's strange. Are they all matching or odd? Is this where all the odd socks go? We found it! Hurrah!
They all matching. They're rags. You can't tell. None of them have got Umbro on the side or anything.
I'll slowly look across at Sohei's bare feet.
B and G.
Yeah. Socks? Why would everybody have a laundry chest? And why would they trap your laundry? You must be really jealous of people's socks.
Hey, perhaps they're magic socks, dude.
Put them on. Why don't you put them on and see?
My feet are too big.
It's true.
They look about your size, though.
Oh. I've got boots on.
Actually, they're more your size, Karak.
Oh. I'm going to reach inside and pick one of them up and throw it at Karak. Here, catch.
Is there anything in the sock?
No, no. Pool ball.
They smell.
Are you sniffing it?
Yeah.
I'll just.
Yeah, they stink pretty rank.
I'll chuck it
No.
back at Silas.
I'll try and dodge out of the way. We have a sock fight. Sock fight.
Fritch gets back. So what you been doing? Sock fight.
Socks everywhere. What? So these are larger than your average human. They're pretty disgusting.
Does the skeleton look my kind of size?
No. Looks like a small human. When I say small, I don't mean child. I mean not a particularly tall human.
Huh. And someone took the time to trap their sock drawer. Weird.
Oh, there's still 2 more chests to look at.
Oh yeah. I'll lift this chest off the other two and put it down on the ground.
Okay. So you move it.
Facing away.
I'm going to move so that I'm not standing in the arc of fire.
Okay, and whatever Sohei rolls for the previous roll, he will have guessed and moved for this one.
Hmm.
Okay, so which chest are you opening? One on the left or the one on the right?
I'm just thinking how to do it if the things are going that and they're going up. Oh, I should approach from the side, shouldn't I? The one on the left.
Okay. So you lift the latch and lift the lid, and nothing happens. Apart from the fact you can see that it's full of gold pieces.
Oh
Hey.
my Jesus.
That's a bit better than socks.
I don't know. Not if you got cold feet.
Perhaps he's a sock seller.
Maybe. I mean, I can't see anyone buying these socks, but
They may have had them quite a long time. He's been dead a while. They could have been really fancy socks.
why do they smell?
Mildew.
Well, that's true. We don't know what they smell of.
Maybe you left them in the machine for too long.
Washing machine.
Can we split this gold up between us?
No,
Put
it's
it in the
mine.
party treasure?
You know,
Yeah, oh yeah.
Do you want to stick it in party treasure? It's up to you what you want to do.
Yeah, stick it
Yeah.
in party treasure, yeah.
With a finder's fee for me.
Sorry, guys.
I found it.
I opened it.
There you go. Just added it to the party sheet.
What did we find?
Socks.
Socks.
I'm not shitting you. We found socks.
That's all we found.
Okay, Rich, I need you to roll a d20. What you're rolling for is to see whether you recognise that Silas was about to open the top chest. And if you did, you probably, because Silas had moved behind it to open it, you would have sussed what he was doing and probably moved out of the way. So 1 to 10, you saw what he did and moved. 11 to 20, you didn't, and you're going to have to make a saving throw if you didn't move. So just roll a d20 for me. Yes, you noticed what he was doing and you kind of stood out of the way.
Yeah.
And they've opened the chest at the bottom as well. So I'll let you guys fill Rich in from that.
So what you're saying is Silas has been a prick.
Top chest trapped, full of socks. First chest on the bottom, not trapped, full of gold. So, we've split it up. And what's it? I'll have a look in this other one then. Watch out, everybody! I'm about to open the last chest. Here we go.
Okay, so you lift the lid on the last chest, and nothing happens. But you can see that it seems to be full of gold.
Oh, that's crazy.
They're expensive socks.
I'll split it up again.
I think we should put the socks on the skeleton because he obviously died.
What of cold feet?
Well, ammunition.
Shall I add the money from that one into your...
Yeah.
Yeah. Put some socks on the skeleton's hands.
Hey man, don't desecrate the dead.
There you go. In total, there was
That's not a gold.
approximately 500 gold pieces in each one.
Nice.
You can make that check payable to the fling.
Yeah, right. That's nice.
So, guys, I found some doorways to the east. I don't know what's behind them.
Smells
Or
like
there
death.
was some more treasure, some sacks or something I found, but we have to go back the way we came. What do you think?
Well,
Let's check out the rooms while we're
Yeah.
over here.
I think we should go to the east.
it
Okay,
saves
can I
some
remember round to the east, Mock, where there was a clear area of fumes?
Okay, so the next clear area, you reckon, is only about 10 foot in front of you. It's that intersection.
Okay, so I'm going to basically pull them from clear area to clear area, holding our
Okay,
breath
so
as we
how
go.
are you carrying the gold? Are you pulling the sled, or you guys haven't got a bag of holding?
let's have a look at my inventory, see if there's anything.
Who's strong? I'm not.
I'm not.
So puny.
A pouch doesn't hold it. Anything?
Well, a coin weighs 0.02 pounds.
Can everyone make a perception check and an insight check?
Perception.
Insight.
Insight.
Deception.
Okay, insight checks.
I specialise in insight. It's a
Okay, to most of you, it dawns on you that this is a lot of money, but then it very quickly dawns on you that you are in a pharaoh's pyramid.
Mm-hmm.
There's bound to be a lot of gold here. And perception, you all make it, and you notice that the sled does have little wheels on it.
There you go.
I think we should hit the sled.
We could always come back for it.
Yeah. I'm gonna stuff 50 gold in my pocket.
Okay, so let me take that off the party treasure, and you add 50 to yours.
Yeah, I'm gonna take some gold as well, just in case. we
Yeah.
don't
All right,
come back.
so what are you taking?
I'll take 100.
You're taking
take-
100.
I'll take 100 as well.
Well, I'll take another 50.
Jesus Christ.
Make
Right,
mine not.
so each of you add 100, and
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
I'm going to take
there's
101.
600 left in the chest.
Stop.
102.
I'll raise your 102.
We'll take 100. Stop being greedy.
Yeah.
We'll be fine.
So we're going to
Alright,
pull the two chests along
I'm
the
not.
sled, yeah?
I need both my hands.
Right, there's
to-
about 600
to-
gold left in those.
We can leave it here. It's pretty close to the entrance.
Hang on. My maximum. I'm going to take another 100 gold.
We don't.
Okay.
So,
So,
I'm just adding it
well,
up
he's
as I
saying
go.
he's doing it. Is anyone stopping him physically? He's going to do it.
No,
why are you
No,
taking 100 gold?
Hang on. No, I can see my weight then, you see.
Did you add it to your thing,
I've
mate?
added it to my character sheet. It says
Right,
current
I'll
weight
take it
80.
off. I'll leave that 500 gold in the parcel coins because you've still got it at the minute. I can always take it out later.
Character sheet doesn't take into account coin weight, by the way.
Doesn't it?
No. But I believe each coin weighs 0.02 pounds, so that's 20 coins to a pound. So
Got
1,000
281.
coins,
I've got 281.
20 is about £50.
Oh, I can take another 100 then. Mark,
Yeah, I'm me. I'm going to take another 100.
Yeah, and me.
So, all right, well, hang on a minute. There's
I've got 381 now.
There's 200 left. Add that.
We take another 50 each. Basically, just take it.
Gold's gold.
Yeah, I'm gonna take
No,
another 50, so that's 250 in total. I've taken.
I'm right weed. I can't carry anymore, so
I've taken the 300 gold.
just makes too much noise and.
So there's 200 gold left in the chest.
So his robes are bulging.
Jingling as he goes.
Okay, I'm gonna pull them through, Mark, if I can, to here via areas of.
No, you can't. Hang on a minute, mate. You can't. You're going past an encounter there.
Okay.
You can move.
So where's the next clear?
To there, where the next, about 10 foot above you, where the next.
Okay, I'll pull them through to there.
Okay. The mist parts reveal a T-shaped intersection, strewn all about are the bodies in various states of decay. It is very apparent that all died in battle. In the centre of the area, a body lies on its back, spitted through by a brightly shining sword that sticks into the stone floor. Each branch of the intersection disappears into the rust orange mist.
Is it a short sword? At glance. Hello?
Sorry, hang on a minute, mate. It's a bastard sword.
Ooh. That's what you want, Becky.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what you want, bastard sword. You can use it two-handed. Or one-handed.
I just bought my rapier.
Oh yeah, you're a finesse attacker, aren't you? Yeah, okay, so it doesn't matter. Bastard sword it is.
Okay, so you pick it up and you notice that the blade has the word Enduval inscribed on it
Induval.
near the hilt.
Maybe this needs returning to its owner, perhaps.
I don't even recognise the
I got
language.
it. I got so much gold in my pockets.
Have we heard that before? Is it? Do we recognise it as a name?
Hang on,
or-
let me find it.
Right, rings
Add it to your thing.
a bell. No one's going to be using a bastard sword immediately, are they?
No.
No.
Stick it in the party treasure.
Yeah, it's just not worth using an identifier.
Oh, I can't find a bastard sword in the weapons. Where's it
No.
supposed to be?
There's 2d4 plus 1 using two-handed, I think, or 1d8 plus
No.
1 if it's one-handed, I don't think.
The longsword can be used one or two-handed.
Was it 2d4?
Yeah, it might be a sort of longsword in 5e.
If it's two-handed, it's D10. Longsword, one-handed D8. But
Okay,
yeah.
so we'll say it's a long sword.
Oh, in that case.
No, it is, but it's a bastard sword.
Mhm.
But
Yeah.
I'll use the same.
Yeah, there's nothing else there.
Instead of 1d8 plus 1, it's 2d4 plus 1, a bastard sword. And then if you use it two-handed, I think it's...
It's not in the rules, though, mate. They haven't got one here.
They
it
might
used to
not
be
have
the
it
old
in
rules.
5e.
Yeah. I
You are
think it
sorry,
was-
bro?
Might not be in 5e. There might not be such.
Yeah, I can't find it.
Oh, no, it wasn't. It was... Yeah, and... No.
Oh, do they call it a great sword now?
No, because there was a great sword and a bastard sword, and you could use
It's a
bastard
hand and a
sword
half
one-handed.
sword. Is it called a hand and a
Yeah.
half sword?
The closest thing is a longsword, which can be used one-handed or two-handed, and that does up in damage when you go to two-handed. Not as much as a great sword, but it's versatile. So that's what they've done with the bastard sword, I guess.
Maybe
Yeah, in 5th edition, the
wooden-
bastard sword is the same thing as the long sword.
Yeah, maybe they got rid of it because people didn't like the word bastard. Bastard.
Bit rude, isn't it?
Bastard.
Right.
Oh, suck my
So roll at this
niblets.
roll at the next junction. Then we've been pulled through.
Yeah, and there's all these bodies everywhere.
Sorry about this. We'll be with you in a minute.
Roger. I've given you my laptop,
I'm
and you're
not-
still pestering me.
Oh no, it's nothing to do with that. It's to do with I'm not as proficient with this as Neil is.
It's been a while. It's been a little while.
Why is there not a little thing where I can alter the name of it? Not it's not got a thing where I can.
So yeah, you need to in the weapons table. I think you need to drag it and drop it back in so it creates a second one. Or it might be in items actually.
Okay, let me look.
Yeah, if you
Oh,
find
item.
longsword in items, drag it and drop it back into the same box. It should create a second one which you can then edit. You can't edit the original because it's part of the
Thank you.
it's part of the main rule set. It's to stop you accidentally fucking stuff up.
Okay.
So you have to copy it first and then you can edit it all.
Gonna fuck you up. All this for a bastard sword.
There we go. Right, let's get Malia's inventory open.
Someone is rummaging through your pack.
There we go.
Ooh,
End of all.
thank you. Yeah, do we recognise what that means or what language it is?
No, I don't think
You
so.
Make a history check, I guess. Let you do that.
Don't know much about history.
Okay, there we go. Right, I've added it to your inventory.
Thank you.
No, you've not heard of the name before.
Hmm.
Hey, Karak,
Yeah,
you're
man.
you're the man of beasts and the wild and stuff. Did you see any monsters around here, or any signs of anything living down here?
I didn't get anything with my echolocation, just the smell.
There were creatures wandering around.
Oh, hang on, there were some creatures wandering around.
Oh, good job, you remembered.
I'm just trying to remember whether they were big or small, and how many.
Humanoid-ish, but because you didn't ask at the time, I'm not going to give you any more information
Okay.
apart from there were.
Where did you see them? About around here?
Do I remember whereabouts it was, Mark?
Right.
The rooms to the. Hang on a second. Let me just check. Yeah, you did uncover the rooms to the north. There was some in the rooms to the north. There was some wandering around the corridors. And that was about it.
Okay.
Guess we should be quiet then.
What did I roll?
Well, the rooms some of the rooms I found are just through this tunnel.
Okay, just as you say the word tunnel, you see the mists part above you.
Whoa.
I suppose so high up as well.
That looks spooky.
Why is that not working?
Oh, it's ruined the big reveal.
Hey, what's the most annoying sound in the world?
Don't know.
I'm having trouble with this tonight. Sorry, guys. NPCs.
Wait, Karak, what's that on the front of your shirt? Karak.
I'm just staring at you.
You really don't think he's gonna fall for that, do you?
I think it's a spider.
What, like the one on your shoulder?
Whoa! Oh, god damn. Got me. Got me good. Still.
Reset every fucking time. Stop resetting.
Ain't as big as that spider coming down out of the ceiling. Look. Up there.
Did
If you
anyone
don't-
else notice that the mist has parted?
If you don't look, it might get surprised.
Okay, the mist part, and a haggard-looking dwarf stumbles through the mist, coughing. He's wearing chainmail armor and a leather apron, and has a hammer in his hand.
All right,
Hey, dude!
are you lost?
Oh, hey, no trouble now.
Hey, man, no trouble.
Get back. So only half of him now is visible in the mist. He took a step back.
Oh, don't go too far back. That mist is kind of kooky.
I'll just want to move past you. That's all.
Where are you going, man? Do you know the way out of this place?
I'm trying to find one.
Yeah, so we.
Got trapped down here a while ago.
Yeah, you're welcome to join us, man.
How did you get trapped down here?
I came here looking for something a little bit special. Apparently, there's a special rose gold to be found somewhere here in the temple or the pyramid, and I wanted to craft a shield out of it.
Right, some rose gold.
Hey,
No,
do you
I
know
can finally
do you
get-
know the word Enderval?
Enduval. Oh yeah, I've seen it. There was a bunch of guards wandering around, trying to hunt some bandits or something. And they were trapped in here as well. Funnily enough, I've seen both of them. They've not seen each other, I don't think. Anyway, the captain of the guard guys, he had a sword, and I noticed, being an armourer, that it had Enderval written on the blade. Looked very nice.
I'm Karak.
And I'm Johnson.
Hello, I am sorry. Are you hungry, my dwarf friend? You have
Ah,
been down here a while. Maybe you would like some refreshments.
That's very kind of you, but I just stopped and had a bit of rabbit leg earlier.
Very well.
Trapped a few hares before I came in here. I still got a few. You can see a couple of hair carcasses hanging from his belt.
So, there's some rooms down this corridor here. We were gonna go check them out.
Right, I've seen a few rooms. You've not been in there yet? One of them's got a pool in. I don't know if it's those rooms though. I keep getting turned around. When I get in this mist, I lose my direction.
No, we haven't been in any rooms yet. But what's causing this smell around here? Have you noticed the smell? Smells like death or old socks or something.
I can't smell anything. I've been smelling this mist for so long now. That's all that's up my bloody nostrils.
I would like to make an insight roll to see if he's full of shit.
Okay.
And he's just trying to blag us.
Seems pretty, and you're pretty confident that he seems on the up and up. Especially from his reaction when he first saw you. He didn't want any trouble. He was about to back off.
Well, we are going to check these rooms out, Dwarf. We have mapped the entire layout of this dungeon with sonar, thanks to our druid friend here, and we could probably find the way out. You are welcome to join us if you so wish, or you can continue.
Okay, he kind of looks at you and twirls his beard a bit as if he's thinking. And he looks especially at Carrack and the size of him and says, well, do you lot get into trouble? I like to avoid trouble.
Yeah, we like to avoid it, man, but sometimes trouble just finds you, you know?
Well, I see. No, I'm busy. Kids.
Okay, then. All right, kids. Oh.
Death go with you, my friend.
Well, look, I tell you what, I'll come with you. But if there's any trouble, I won't be joining in, only to protect myself.
Fair enough.
I'm afraid we fight as one unit. If you do not join in the fight, then you are not free to share in the spoils of war. Would that be a fair assumption?
I'm not after anything unless it's the rose gold.
Then best of luck to you, friend. For we need someone. We all rely on each other in here, and if you are not prepared to fight with us, then maybe you should continue your journey on your own.
Hey, man, we can't leave this guy to go wandering around the mists on his own.
I don't want to be any trouble, you know. I'm quite alright. I'll find my way out eventually.
Cheer, dwarf.
Hey, Johnson, have you heard anything about a magical gem, a star gem, or being down here as well?
Star gem. No, I've not heard of a star gem. Oh, there was that myth about the gems and the Afriti and that magician dude.
Yeah, anything to do with this pyramid you hear about?
No, but it makes sense, you know, because there was 5 of them and they were handed out, weren't they, to all the posh people.
Well, if you're making it to the desert, man, be careful, because I think that Afriti's escaped somehow.
What? Like, there's an Afriti knocking around there? I've only been in there 2 days. There was nothing out there when I came in.
No, but it
There
might be
definitely is
on.
now.
It's stirring. It might not be free yet, but this might not be a help.
It is free. We let it free, didn't we?
Yeah, you did. You released it, Dave, when you pulled the stone out of the... There was that, if you remember, there was like a little hole in the top of the altar that you pulled it off and went, as soon as you moved the stone, it came out the hole.
Cool. I'm too thick to notice things like that. Yeah, this might not be a good place to hang around, this desert.
Well, I've been living there all my life, you know. It's not a problem living in the desert.
Yeah.
This tomb raiding's getting a little old, though.
Yeah, well, it might be a time to sell up and move out, because bad things are coming.
Well, although I thank thee for your career advice, I'll just plod on my own, I think.
Hey, well, Johnson, man, if we find the way out, do you want me to come and fetch you?
Well, no, because how are you going to find me?
I won't look like I look now. I'll be in the form of a bat.
Right, well, I've got to go. Nice to see you. Good luck.
Keep eating your mushrooms.
He wouldn't just pushes past you. Bats.
He just thinks
Bats.
That was a more curious fellow.
One or two things. He's either crazy or it's true, in which case he can turn into a bat, which is not good.
Hey, get off our gold, man.
And he disappears.
Well, keep an eye out for these guards, then.
Okay, so we're gonna head to the east, see if we can find these rooms, yeah?
Yeah, sounds good.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm gonna head down the corridor to the
Okay,
east.
so the smoke starts again. I'm going to move you, Neil.
Mhm.
Smoke starts again about where you are now.
Mhm.
And it's clear here.
Okay, I'll pull everyone through. Now, from
Okay,
what...
so the mist parts reveal a small corridor which is clear from the mists. The mists fill the archways at both ends. Archways lead out from the centre of both walls and are also filled with mist. Stench of carrion is even stronger here.
From what I remember, was the mist outside the doors.
Right, so I'm going to use your character as a demonstrator. From what you remember, the bit just in front of each door was without mist.
Okay.
The exits are located here.
That is mist.
Mhm.
That is mist. All the way down there is mist.
Okay, so
So
we're gonna head east to the door outside the next door where there's no mist. When we
Okay.
get there, we'll unrope ourselves before we go through the door.
Okay.
Okay. So hey, what are you doing?
He's followed us because he was tied to us.
Yeah, I'll just follow. I'll just follow.
Okay, it's just a short trip to the door from here, I think.
Okay, let's go. Everybody ready?
Okay.
Hold your breath.
I'll move through to the door. Pull everyone behind me.
Okay. You move through to the door.
Untie the rope.
Okay, you can just about all cramp in the 10-foot square. It's like being in a lift.
I'll have a listen and a smell
The
at the
door
door.
in front of you.
Gonna have a listen and a smell at the door.
Okay, you can't really smell anything.
Is there any lift music?
He hasn't got music tonight.
Ah, true.
No music tonight.
So just can have a good look at the door, see if I can hear anything.
Can't hear anything the other side.
Is that smoke getting up, mist getting up your nose, so hey?
No, it says fucking vape.
Oh, you vaping?
Yeah.
5
days.
Fruity?
No,
Yeah.
it's just nicotine.
Oh.
Does the door look like it opens away from us, towards us?
Towards you.
Take a step back, everyone.
Alright, I'll open the door.
Carved on the floor in the centre of this square room is a giant X. The room's walls rise to a domed ceiling about 30 to 40 foot above you. A 3-foot wide ledge runs around the base of the dome.
Okay. Can you draw on the rest of the room, or is it not on the map?
No, I can.
Right, I'll go into there. How high above us is the ledge?
About 30-ish foot.
Any milligram. Wow, that's strong.
So what do you think, guys? I'll have a look at this X.
Okay,
Is it
so
carved,
it's
painted?
carved on the floor.
Look up. Watch out for the thing above you, Karak.
I'll look up.
You can just see the domed ceiling above you in the darkness.
I knew I'd get you in the end.
Give Salas a withering glance.
No, but actually, there's something behind you.
Get in here then.
Oh, okay.
I'll step to the side so Silas can come in.
Whoa. Does this room look like it's been recently? Inhabited? Any?
No, there's a lot of dust on the floor. You don't need to make any rolls to know that there's not been anyone in here for a while.
Why would there be an X on the...
Maybe to keep really inquisitive people in the room for a long time.
I'm going to investigate the X, see if I can
Oh my god.
see anything unusual about it.
Step back out the room.
In what way are you going to investigate it?
I'm going to kneel down next to it, have a good look at it,
Okay.
see how deep it is, if there's any
So it's
blood
been scratched
stains
into
or...
the stone. The stone is fairly hard, but if someone had a hammer and chisel, they could have done it. It's about probably 0.5 centimetre deep.
Maybe that dwarf made the mark so he knew where he was. Somebody else.
Is it recent or is there dust in the groove? You have a look, Carrot. Tell me.
I will. I'll have a look and I'll tell Silas.
Is there anything on the walls at all? Anything carved in the walls?
No, nothing carved on the walls. Smooth walls.
How fresh is this carved X? Is there dust inside it, or?
Okay, can you roll a d20 for me, please, now?
I'll try rolling it in the chat box.
Okay. As you're leaning over and looking at the X, one of your knees seems to, just as you doesn't press down on it, but crosses across the top of it, and you hear a loud click from above you. Can you make a dexterity saving throw, please?
Oh dear! Told you to be careful of that thing above
Dexterity saving.
you. A well-known druid. Oh,
Yes, easily. You leap out the way, and a large metal box clangs onto the floor where you were standing. It's that large; it covers the whole X and where you were standing.
Whoa!
a box.
Now completely covers the X.
Man, this is dangerous. Someone should sort this out.
Well, if you'll get out the room, I can open it with my magic hand.
Why do I have to get out of the room?
In case it shoots darts out everywhere.
Don't be an arse. Just get in here, man.
I'm going to cast the cantrip Mage Hand, and
Okay.
this spectral hand starts creeping like thing from the Addams family across the floor towards this. You said it was a box. Is that just a box shape, or is it an actual
Box shape? You can't see any lid or any way in.
Oh, you'll just start jumping on it and
That's fucking
breakdancing.
creepy, man.
Start breakdancing on the top, and that'll be it. What?
Your hand starts spinning round on the top of this box, and then finishes with a flourish, giving you the bird.
Well,
That's
I
it.
guess old tombs are full of traps. Maybe we should try one of the other rooms.
Okay. Do we need to get roped up again?
We can hold hands.
Or we could just hold the rope. We don't need to. We don't need to tie it. We can just hold the rope.
Come
Can't
on,
we?
man. Hold my hand.
No, I need.
Come on.
No. Are
Give
you?
me those soft, ladylike fingers. Come on, man.
I need my hands free from.
Lay it on me, dude.
Okay. If you want to hold the other, I'm holding my sword. If you want to hold the other end of the sword, that's fine. You might cut
I'll
yourself.
try and grab his other hand.
It's got a sword in that hand as well.
I'll try and grab his wrist.
Okay. Grab my wrist.
Okay.
Okay, you two come in.
Yeah, I'll join
Yeah.
hands with Carrack.
So hey,
Come in.
okay, grab hold of Silas's tunic or something.
Okay, so which way are you heading?
We'll head south.
Okay, so there's mist from where I've dropped you
Holding our breath.
to there, and then again there's a...
Okay.
I'll come in.
under the door.
Does this door look the same or any different?
It's the same as it was, the other one.
Same as it ever
Okay,
was.
I'll open it.
Hanging motionless from a pendulum pole in this square room It is a scything blade. Its edges to the door. The pendulum hangs from the domed ceiling above, and it's attached to the center of the wall opposite to the door. There is a 3-foot wide ledge running around the base of the dome at the top. It's about 35 foot above you.
Sorry, say that again. I was trying to imagine that. A size
So
across...
there's a pendulum pole hanging from the ceiling with a huge blade on it. The point of the blade is pointing towards you, towards the door. It's motionless in the middle of the room. It's just hanging there. It looks like it's attached to something on the far wall. When I say attached, it's attached by a rope.
That's going to come shooting straight towards us.
Does it look like it's a trap that's already been set off, or it hasn't triggered?
Oh, wow. How would you know that?
Well, is the blade at an angle that it can fall, or is it...
Well, it could fall. It could be magical. It could go left to right, up and down.
Go your way, could go mine.
But the blade is pointing towards you. Towards the door.
Is there anything obvious on the floor by the door that you could tread on? Just Garak, you can see.
Make a perception roll.
Do you want to do that, Garak? You're there, and
Okay, you examine the floor and the flagstones look all the same. None look like they are any different really in any way. And not just in looks, they're set the same, they're the same height. Can't tell anything unusual about them.
I don't know, man. This is weird. It's like so obviously a trap.
is there anything? Can we see anything else in the room apart from this?
Well, like the previous room, there's the ledge about 35 foot up that circles the base of the dome.
I'm not really a great climber, so I don't really want to risk.
Is it worth leaving this room?
Yeah, I don't see what would. There's nothing in there. There's no gems or anything. No
Unless
stuff.
there's something up on the ledge.
We already got 1,000 gold.
I'll see if I can fucking do it. Fuck it.
So hey, okay.
Okay, so as you move in, Rich, you can see that the rope attached to the back of the blade, which was facing the door, you can now see it at an angle. It's pulled tight against the wall. You can tell from how taut the rope is that it's supporting the weight of the pendulum.
Okay. You might want to clear the door. So it
I'll
looks like it would
step
swing
back.
towards the door.
Yes.
So I'm not in the smoke, but...
Okay, can I climb up onto the ledge?
Okay. Make a pretty smooth wall. I want you to make an athletics check.
Have I got my what's it yet? Spend a key point so I can just run around walls. Have I got that yet? Oh no.
We've got a parkour expert in the party.
Yeah, I'd rather. I'll do a somersault up onto it then, because I'll use acrobatics to get up there instead of.
30 feet.
Huh?
It's like 30, 35 feet above you. I'm not sure.
Well, I can jump twice my normal distance with my monk abilities.
I can tell
what's
you
it
how
called,
far you
Vince?
can jump if you bear with me a second.
So I was thinking, yeah, a bit of parkour, corner to corner, maybe, and up, maybe, I don't know. I get a jump thing or something. The monk abilities.
I'm trying to find it now.
Slow fall.
No, it's
High
just
jump,
reducing-
you leap in the air a number of feet equal to 3 plus your strength modifier.
What's that under? What ability is that under?
That's just anyone can do that. So 3 plus your strength modifier is a normal jump.
Trying to find the.
So you could -1. It's little old mango.
So what's your strength modifier?
No, there's a monk thing. I'm not going to do it, am I? If it's fucking strength.
No, but I'm just interested. What's your strength modifier?
-1.
-1. So, okay, you can jump 2 feet vertically, but you can reach up 2 feet plus 1.5 times your height. So that's how high you could reach.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to use my monk ability.
I don't think that's going to be 30 feet, is it?
Ninth level, you get the ability to move along vertical surfaces.
Okay.
Ninth level.
Unarmed movement, unarmed defense. Okay, so it's an athletics.
Give it up.
Well, I can't climb, so okay.
You can try climbing. Try climb. It'd be a really shit check, but look, we won't laugh if
Well,
you
I
fail.
abandoned all strength, and because it's not my thing. So if it's going to nerf me to do simple tasks, when I'm obviously got the dex.
Is smooth is not a simple task.
I know that, but like, there's a difference between athletics and dexterity. Because like, that's what I'm saying. I'm not. It's just the system. It's the system that's a bit meh, isn't it?
And I have an extra 5.
It's like it encourages you to spec out dexterity, yet you need an athletics check to climb a wall. It's. I'm not saying. I'm just saying it's the system. That's
I know. Yeah, I know what you're saying. Yeah,
but like
that is.
I'm dexterity based, so I would be more likely to like perhaps run.
Surprises me that athletics is strength based. It should be dexterity or constitution based.
But if you were free climbing like the old man of Hoy, you'd need to be pretty strong. To be fair.
But most athletics, if you think about athletics, as in the Olympics and stuff, most of it is endurance based, not strength based.
Yeah.
In the rules, you can for specific checks, you can make a constitution based athletics check or something like that as well. The rules do allow for that. It's at the DM's discretion.
Oh, do they? Oh,
Yeah,
okay. Well, I'll let you make a dexterity athletics check. So add your dexterity modifier to instead of.
So that would be the same as my acrobatics, wouldn't it?
Are you proficient in acrobatics or athletics?
Yeah, I am proficient in acrobatics. So it would be. So what do? I add.
It's
a dex.
Add +5 onto the.
Plus your proficiency if you're proficient.
You're not proficient in athletics.
I'm not proficient in athletics, no. So it's just
so
+5.
It's +4. It's +5. Sorry, we're forgetting about the strength. +5.
So if I roll a d20 in there and then add 5 to it.
You need an 18, and because it's a sheer smooth wall, you need a roll every 10 foot. So that's 3 rolls I'll need.
Don't bother.
Hang on a minute, let's just let's roll the dice, mate. If I don't make it, I've got a save fall.
You don't make the first one. So you're still at the bottom. Second one, you don't make. You rolled a 1 and a 3, Rich.
I don't know what I'm rolling.
I know. I feel sad for your roll.
So where's this parkour expert you're talking about, Silas?
She's over there.
Me, I've got parkour.
You're standing behind you.
Yeah, why am I fucking trying to climb the wall? Fucking get the fucking.
I'll just let you have your moment.
Molly is just standing there watching. He's jumping 2 feet in the air and trying to scrabble at the sheer surface.
Right, okay.
Ira, would you like some help? I will assist you, my lady.
I think I'll be fine.
As I am a sportsman, I will assist you in your climb.
Okay, you can if you want to.
I won't stand outside the door ridiculing you.
If you wish to feel useful, you can help me up.
Only because I want to check you.
I'm starting to giggle a little uncontrollably now.
do you need a hand lifting her up? Or are you
Yes,
struggling?
yes, I could do with a hand. I think more the
Okay.
merrier. Wink, wink. Ranger in tight pants.
I'll just roll my eyes.
Uh-oh.
We're the two weakest people in the party.
Oh, it was a perv.
We've got a monk that's getting horny here.
Oh yeah.
Mind you, having said that, I reckon monks are probably horny most of the time.
Yeah, and he was kicked out of the temple.
Is that what it's for? Groping.
It's under a bit of a dark cloud, was it?
Excessive masturbation. Caught by master fling pool.
Spending too much time with the presence of Mistress Palm and her 5 lovely daughters.
Oh, yes. Drinking.
Okay, can you make an acrobatics check, please, with advantage for your parkour, Maria?
Yeah.
So click the advantage button.
Why can't I use acrobatics?
Because she is using her parkour skill.
Ah, damn it.
Okay, so can you make another roll, please? You've got to do one every 10 foot.
She leaps out of our hands.
Why we're too busy staring at Marley's arse, his pendulum's just like dangerously swinging around behind
I'm
us.
staying well back.
Shit! Right, yeah, I'm pulling back.
I'm going to put my hand on her arse and shove her up.
Okay, so you take a running jump at the guys who are lined up against the wall, and they've got their hands out ready to support you. You don't even feel the weight of Marlia as she glides up off your hands and tries to make a leap and a jump. And she gets to within about 5 foot of the edge and then lands nimbly back down.
You see anything?
The ledge, you couldn't see on top of it, but exactly as in you weren't looking down on it. But you could see probably from within 6 inches above from the height you got to from across the room. And there was no boxes or anything up there. It was just a ledge.
Oh, this room's doing my head in. Let's get out and check the one up the north.
A grapple or something. Is anyone a grapple? That was used to be like standard equipment for Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah.
A grapple and rope. Do we not have that anymore?
We have rope. Well, it just said there was nothing on there.
We could climb up the pendulum.
I'm gonna get. You can if you want to.
Well, it's not going to hurt you when you're on it, is it?
That's true.
It's going to hurt you if you're in front of it.
Go for it, Zoe.
Why don't you parkour?
I'm lighting up my pipe and sitting down, watching,
Parkour.
sitting cross-legged on the floor.
You can have a little look, see.
All right,
Yeah.
well, I'll climb up the pendulum then.
Good thing.
Okay, so you scamper up the pendulum, which is attached right to the top of the dome. You're about, you reckon you might be able to take a leap and hold on to the edge of it, but you'd have to make a roll for it. You're not sure if you would be able to. You look down onto the ledge and you can see that the edge is completely clear. It's dusty.
Nothing on there. Nothing at all.
After all that.
I'll just climb back down then and tell everyone.
I'll pass my pipe to Silas.
No thanks.
That's right. We wasted 20 minutes.
But you know for sure that there's a ledge up there.
Come on, guys. Let's go
Well-
to the last room.
Next room.
Let's head to the next room, man.
Hold hands.
Okay, I'll drag everybody up to the northern room.
Okay, move your tunes.
What did we determine with the axe room? Just an axe.
It was a
No,
trap.
it was a trap. I nearly got crushed.
Okay.
Okay, door in front of you. You pull yourselves through the mist and following Karak, and eventually you come to a door exactly the same as the others.
I'll open the door and step backwards as I do so.
On the far side of this square room is an open chest that displays hundreds of platinum pieces. Pinned to the left wall by steel spears are 4 skeletons. The right wall is covered with an intricately carved wooden grill. A 3-foot wide ledge runs around the base of the dome ceiling, about 30 to 40 foot above you.
I don't think I could carry any more anyway. Can't see any gems there.
It looks like another trap, man.
Oh, hey, Mark.
Yeah.
Tell you what. Hey, stand back a second. I'm going to stand in the doorway. Move over, Carrick. You great big lump. I can use my mage hand cantrip and send it scampering along the floor towards the platinum.
Okay, let me just check mage hand.
Retrieve an item from an open container.
It'd be a while if you have to fetch every coin one at a time.
Yeah, I'm not sure how. Oh, well, £10. That's 50 plat
Grab a handful.
per handful.
So £10. It can carry back £10 worth of platinum. Does anybody want to work that out?
50 plat.
50 plat.
Okay. Add it to your inventory, Dave.
Cool. Hey, do it again. I might be a while, guys. If you got anything you need doing, sharpen your swords or anything.
Smoking my pipe.
I'll just sit next to Carrick and have a smoke with him.
I'll do it. I'll grab a handful for each everybody in the party.
Oh.
Okay, so all of you add 50 plat to your inventory.
Hey, thanks, man.
There you go, man. For the temple, eh? So hey,
So Hayes making a drink.
the ninja's gone ninja. Oh, he's missed the opportunity then, hasn't
I think anymore.
he?
Let's not tell him.
That'll be funny in about 3 sessions when you want to buy something expensive.
Cool.
And you're like, no, I'll just pay for it with that plat.
Gold plat. Lovely. Sorted. Poor guys on the wall. Guess he didn't know the tricks I did. Them's the breaks. Should we get out of here? There doesn't seem to be anything around here.
Okay. Okay, I know where I want to lead everyone, Mark.
Yes.
So the first place is back to... I'll move where I want to go. You tell me whether I can. Pulling everybody again.
Okay.
The clear area here.
Okay. Yep.
And then the clear area here.
Yeah.
Okay, hang on 1 second.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then, was there a clear area up to the north of here?
There is, yes, at the junction of that circle and the
Okay, so
right
there.
angle, left, south. Okay, hang on 1 second.
We have to drop some gold. Bollocks.
Well, I only
Move
picked up
everybody
100
over.
gold. I could hold some.
Okay, so yeah, again, this corridor seems to be the same as the others. Nothing in it, just missed. Sorry, I had to check. It was numbered for some reason. I don't know why. On that.
Here, Malia, carry this gold for me. It's getting in the way. 18.
18 gold, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm guessing, is there a clear area at the next junction? To the left?
Move the character to the junction in question, so I know which one you're talking about.
To there.
Here's another 20. Damn, this stuff's heavy.
Another 20 gold.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, just another empty one, an empty corridor.
And then I'm going to pull everyone to there, if there's a clear area there.
And another 5.
Jesus.
I'm sitting here with my
Let's go
calculator.
to the room with
Okay.
the doors.
Okay, so yeah, you move there fine. That corridor's empty. Oh, hang on. Sorry, don't move. Don't move.
Yeah, that's it. Spot on.
Okay, yeah.
Hey guys, hold tight.
What? Okay, come in.
Was there a clear area in front of the door to the north?
Pardon?
Was there a clear area to the door in front of the door to the north?
Yes, it's clear.
Okay, pull everyone to that.
It's like an episode of the Benny Hill show, all tied together.
We're holding
that's
hands
a point. We must remember. We're holding hands now. Good, because I was going to say if we get in a fight, that could be interesting. Oh yeah! Try to kick someone. Yeah!
Okay, so in this clear corridor, you walk up to the door. It looks quite a heavy door, heavier than the others.
Okay,
Clear corridor.
Let's knock.
Swords out.
I'll listen at the door.
Okay, make a perception check, please.
Red roast tattoo. Red roast.
Perception. There it is.
Okay. Okay, you can't hear anything.
I'll open the door.
The door opens to reveal a square room with 15-foot walls rising to a flat ceiling. Bones litter the floor. Standing about the room, mourning over the bones, are 4 elves in adventuring gear.
Ooh.
There's a plank door in the centre of each wall. Otherwise, the walls are smooth and unmarked.
What the hell are they doing down here?
I can speak elf.
Hey dudes!
So can the 2 half elves that are in the group.
Hang on 1 second.
Not too friendly with elves.
I know. Bit of history there.
Maybe.
The progress?
Okay, sorry.
Can you actually speak Elvish, or were you just making that up, Rich?
I was just doing what I usually do because I haven't actually picked my 2 languages yet.
Thought you'd actually picked one.
He's doing what he chooses. Whatever language he needs to speak at that particular moment is
Yeah.
the one he's chosen for that particular moment.
He can't actually. I'm actually going to
Choose your
die.
language now.
I'm going to get Mark to dice it for me if I try and speak it because he's always drunk. He doesn't know what languages he can speak.
What? You have to work the percentage total number of languages there are divided by.
Okay, so one of the elves looks up at you, just blank-eyed.
Can I do an insight check? Are they under the influence of something? Are they?
Do an insight check.
Are they weird?
Stood in the fog too long.
You can't really tell one way or the other. So the elf that looked at you and said, "Can we help you? We are busy. We have lost comrades here."
Who are you looking
You
for,
have to
man?
perform the last rites.
We found a skeleton not far from here.
There are lots of skeletons in this maze.
Well, these have been here a long time. What happened?
Yes, we have come to visit. We have come to take their bones home.
Do you know the way out then?
We got lost in the mists, but we think we have an idea.
Would you care to share?
Of where we are. Not an idea to get out.
Where do you think we are?
We're in a maze in the Great Pyramid of Amun-Re.
Kind of tallies with what we were thinking.
Okay, are you all standing in the corridor or are you moving in?
Yeah. Shouting
I'm
over
moving
people's
to the room.
shoulders.
Look, we're just passing through. We'll be careful not to disturb any of the bones.
Oh, trodden on one.
Crunch, crunch, crunch.
That'd be a damn shame. If I accidentally trod on it.
Do they do
I'll
anything
follow.
as I step in?
Hang on 1 second.
Accidentally trod on the skull here.
Okay. As you walk into the corridor, when you say that, we're just passing through. The elf nods at you and looks back down. So you skirt round behind it, and as you skirt behind it, it whips round, and the hand that comes out at you is not the hand of an elf. It's long and spiny.
Fingers.
Oh, that's what my whispers were about to say, Mark.
Whoa, dude! Hey, man, chill out!
And it leaps on you, trying to
Here we
bite you. And as it's trying to bite you, you can see it starts to look like you.
Ooh,
He's
I think
good
that dwarf
looking.
was a doppelganger as well. I do.
big.
That's why I did an insight check on him. Yeah.
Initiative, please.
Oh dear.
Oh, bugger. My initiative rolls have been shit so far.
I'm not going to change mine. I will continue to be
I
shy.
never roll a good initiative. I've got like +5. Yeah, I always roll a really shit initiative. Anyway,
Hey ho.
I'm not the one standing in the room.
Have you all rolled initiative?
We
Yeah.
have Sir Dungeon Master.
Oh my goodness. Okay,
Yeah.
so
In it.
the first doppelganger, which is that one,
That's just gonna.
Hey, you guys.
which is down to the huge form of Karak. Hang on, what's happened to that? Fucking, I've got so many. How did you use to use 2 screens, Neil?
Yes.
These windows is so constantly covering each other. What was I looking for? Yeah.
I'm going to hide one of my arms up my sleeve, close my eyes, pretend I'm blind and I've only got one leg. And when my doppelganger changes into me.
Oh my god.
Aha! I have 2 legs. You have been fooled.
Okay, so the one that's run across doesn't actually attack you this round, but it turns into what looks like Karak. And the other doppelganger in front of you has done the same.
Don't know which one to hit.
Oh, shit.
Turn into a spider.
Okay, that one there, they have all those 3 that are near you have changed into looking like you, Karak. You're facing 3 of yourself.
Whoa.
And they get your abilities as well.
I'll look down at my pipe. Man, that's good stuff.
Malia.
Okay. I want to attempt to shoot doppelganger number 3 because that's the only one I can see, I think. I'm going to cast Hunter's Mark.
Okay.
Nice. Nice.
A rose tattoo, and a rose tattoo, and a rose tattoo.
I get 2 attacks, don't I? So I want to do that again.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
So you fire 2 arrows at it, both of them slam into it. Oh, I'm lucky with that roll.
Did it still have Hunter's Mark on there?
Oh no, it didn't that second time.
Yeah, it's come off, hasn't it?
You hit. Remember to put it back on you. It won't affect. Oh no, hang on. You need to add. How much damage does it add?
It's D6. isn't it?
D6. Roll another D6, and I'll take it off the damage.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
So that's 17 wounds.
Turn that frown upside down.
Okay, nice.
Thank you.
Doing anything else, Maya?
I think I'm going to stay at the back for now. Thank you.
Karak.
Right. Oh, baby Eldath! Come on, honey.
Baby now.
Give me the good stuff. 5-foot radius.
It looked quite tough. 17 wounded.
I'm going to cast Moonbeam there, which will get those 3. A silvery beam of pale light suddenly shines down. Dim light filling the cylinder. When a creature is in the area for the first time or starts its turn there, it's engulfed in ghostly flames, must make a constitution saving throw. Shape changers make their saving throws with disadvantage.
Oh, boom!
Nice.
And I'm going to cast it at 3rd level.
Oh, he's not
So it
fucking about.
does 3d10 damage.
Okay, it's the first time we've used grown-ups big boy spell.
So those 3 need to make a...
No, you need to cast it.
Oh,
Click
yeah.
on cast.
Oh,
Make
yeah.
them.
Target.
You need to target.
them.
Yeah.
Sorry. 1, 2, 4. Okay.
Should know better.
Rose tattoo.
They didn't do it at disadvantage, did they? No, they didn't do it at disadvantage. Are they classed as shape changers?
No monstrosity. Oh yeah, shape changes.
Yeah, I didn't do it
One-
at disadvantage, so
1 succeeded, so maybe roll another
Yeah.
d20 for him. Take
Roll
the
a-
lowest.
D20 against DC 14 for number 2. I don't know what bonus it gets on its. I can't imagine it'll be +7, but on its con saves.
Looking for a con bonus +7.
Mark?
I'm trying to work out how to make a saving throw.
Oh, okay. Open up the card sheet for the monster.
Uh-huh.
And under Constitution, there should be an S button to click.
I've got all the windows open. There's no S button.
You've opened the card sheet for the Doppelganger 2, yeah?
Yeah.
Under its stats, next to its stats, strength, dex, con, all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Next to con, there should be a little C and a little S.
Ah, yes, there is.
It's the S
Yeah.
for a save. So it needed 14.
Made it.
Okay, so it did make it. Okay, right. It's right. I need to do the damage at 3rd level now. So
Yeah, you can target them. And
Left click, hold, pull away, right.
there you go. That's 3d10 coming at ya.
Oh, wow, nice roll.
boom. Wow, it's a lot of damage to Doppelganger 1 there and Doppelganger 4.
I don't think I can do anything as a bonus. Let me just check. That's an action. That's a
Quiver
turn
and cower in the
action.
corner.
Yep, that's me done, mate.
Okay.
Oh, that spell does remain there. I need to put the effect on myself because it's concentration. For 10 rounds. So if they start or finish their turn in there, they have to do the save and damage again.
Okay.
Ooh, shall I stun them? Shall I stun them so they stay in there? Spend 3 key points to stun all 3.
And forward, use your acrobatics to jump over. Oh, you'd probably end up in the moonbeam, wouldn't you?
Yeah, don't go into the circle of light.
Look into the light.
I'm going to go here. I'm going to flip over the doppelgangers so I don't leave their areas and land behind them. These two.
So 15-foot, make an acrobatics check, please.
Okie dokie. And I shall use my inspiration so I can do it at advantage.
Okay, nice.
Yes.
Okay, yes, you do.
Only
Oh, sorry, I've got to approve the move. It just suddenly starts doing the approve move thing. It's weird.
So I should be about there. Engaging 2.
Okay.
Okay. I should be there.
Right, okay. There we go.
nice.
Okay, I shall target said first. I shall target. Hang on, doppelganger. I'll do it in the. What's it? Doppelganger 4. Should be targeted.
Okay, it
Yes,
is.
he is. Okay, let's get to actions. I think I can choose to spend. But I'm going to spend the point anyway. So I'm going to spend a key point and get 2 extra unarmed attacks.
Okay.
I've ticked my key point off. So the first strike will be my short sword on. Do I get an advantage because he's flanked? Because Carrick's engaged, or on my strike?
Haven't you got to be exactly opposite for the?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know. No, I think he just has to be flanked because, like,
I
Carrick's
think
like
it's opposite,
opposite
but
me.
I'm not 100% certain. I can look it up while you.
I'll look it up.
Or is it because there's 4
Usually
of them?
180.
There's 4 of them, so do I get a bonus because Carrick's surrounded by 4? Or should we just? I'll just do a normal attack, mate. It's fine. We're kind of outnumbered.
I'll
so,
look it up while you're doing a
yeah.
attack for next time.
That hits.
It's a solid hit.
6
Ooh,
damage.
it's looking pretty worse for wear though. It's not looking good.
I'll have my second attack on it with my
As
short
you
sword.
hit it starts to turn around towards you, Sohei, and it starts to look like you.
That's my second attack on it, and I will use my unarmed strike. First unarmed strike. God, and my second unarmed strike. That hits.
It's a hit.
8.
It
God,
says
they're tough. They're
flanking.
tough.
It's when it's on opposite sides or corners. It says.
So would I get advantage?
Opposite sides or what?
Or corners.
An opposite corner. Is that an opposite corner? Or?
I would say so. Yeah, use advantage.
Right. Well, I'll just roll another dice.
For 3.
What's it hit then? For that
For
unarmed
4,
strike,
not
because the rest
for
hit. Yeah?
Sorry?
Shall I just roll one more dice for that unarmed strike that missed? Because I would have got advantage on it.
Yes.
Okay, that's a hit
Okay.
then. So
It's down.
Nice.
fair play.
Turning around and starting to look like you just unleash a flurry of blows to its face and turn it to pulp.
Hey, that's my face, man.
No, that,
like me.
it looked like a mixture of both of you, actually.
Freaky devil love child.
So,
Let's never have children, Sohei.
Hey, you guys.
so are you doing anything else, Hey, sorry.
I think that's my bonus action to spend the key point, isn't it?
You're free.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
So
use-
that's me. I'm done.
those 2 extra attacks are part of the bonus action.
I could spend the key point to go into a dodge stance.
You only get one keeper.
No, you can spend as many as you like, mate. I can spend another one now and hit the other one with a fucking disabling
Not
strike
if
or whatever.
spending it uses a bonus action. You can't.
Yeah, it depends what key point it is,
Yeah, it
because
depends what the
key points
ability
have
is.
different requirements with bonus actions, and you've already used your bonus action.
I
So-
think I read this last time. It doesn't require anything to do a stunning strike, I think. Can I just look before I end my go? Because I might do a stunning strike
Hello.
on that.
Check it out, man. Check it out.
Uh,
Ability, stunning strike. Let me look.
I'm sure I read it last time.
When you hit another creature with a melee weapon attack, you can spend a key point to attempt a stunning strike. Yeah,
Nice.
that's it.
Okay.
So it's dead, so it's not going to be stunned anyway.
Yeah, I was just going to see if I could spend a point to get an extra attack because I want sure your keys got.
Yeah, stunning strike.
Yeah.
Right, she can spend a key point to do it, but it's not an extra attack. It's the improvement of a normal attack.
Yeah, it stuns the creature. It doesn't actually do any damage.
Yeah, that's fine.
Right. So anything else, Rich?
No, I'm done. Thank you, Mark.
Thank you very much, mate. Nice one.
Complicated, man.
Wow.
Yeah, I'll move up to the number 3.
Advantage. Now you see why I spent the inspiration point to get behind it.
Yeah, now you get flanking on that.
Always thinking ahead.
Well, your acrobatics isn't as good as mine, so yeah, I don't blame you.
What's your acrobatics? Just out of interest.
+9.
What?
What?
How can it be 9? +9.
I'm a performer, aren't I?
Oh, do you get double
Yeah, I get to double some proficiencies.
proficiency? Yeah.
Oh, mine's all natural, mate.
So I'll here we go. It's a
Skills and use of
long-running
training.
contest that went on for the entire adventure.
With or without Viagra, it's still a hot knock.
Oh dear. Okay, so I'm flagging that guy. I got advantage. I got both my swords out.
Which you'll need anyway to hit him.
Wow.
Yeah, the bands.
Wow.
So he's got the claws out.
Scimitar goes in.
Doppelgangers aren't the only ones with the claws out.
Short sword goes in.
I said.
Slice.
Forgot to click advantage for that, so I didn't need the advantage there. I'll just leave it at that. That's all right, isn't it? There ain't that many of them. I'm just holding them. That was my bonus action. Second sword. Oh!
You only did one set.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's me done.
Right, at the start of its turn, which is Doppelganger 1, actually. Yeah, at the start of its turn, it's affected by the moonbeam, mate.
Okay.
So, do you want me to...
Oh yeah, no, that's right. You can click the thing, can't you? It'll probably do it easier.
Can you make it into a strobe and they have to start raving?
Stop
On the last fondue.
I'm targeting number 1, yeah. Failed, so damage, and it's, I cast it at 3rd level, didn't I? So it's that.
Yeah.
This is going to annihilate them.
Man, these guys are tough.
Well, they've got disadvantage though, don't forget.
You're all 5th level now.
Okay. So yeah, that was it's affected by that's the effect of the moonbeam on it. It can do what it wants.
Okay. So that's that done. Now we get on to the interesting part.
Number 2. Oh, number 2. Not number 2. Uh-oh, here we go. Instant death gaze.
Slams its claws into you. It's a hit.
25? Fucking hell!
I'm not in Kansas anymore.
Whoa! Oh man, that is not cool!
And it gets another attack. They get 2 attacks.
Fucking hell, I'm glad I killed one.
Mm.
And it misses. Doppelganger 2.
Oh, cool, man. Right, hey, hold on.
You on him?
Yeah. So on target 1, target 2. This save should be at disadvantage, but it's not rolling at disadvantage, mate. I don't know how to do it. So, okay, we'll see if it passes or fails.
Passes. So
Shall I roll it again? See if it.
I can do it.
Okay.
Success.
Okay. So I'll take half this. Oh my god, what a shit roll.
Tinkle.
A 2, a 1, and a 2.
Okay.
Shit.
Come off it. Yes, it did. Okay. Let's move that out of the way. Shot that. Target that. Sorry, Karak, not that.
Hey, who are you calling that, man?
Tries to attack you with one of its claws, misses. And the next one misses also.
I'm not built for close combat.
Gang 3.
My armor class and hit points are
I
shite.
love how Mark goes into Jeremy Clarkson mode when he's rolling dice to hit. And another one misses.
And on that bombshell.
Here we go. It's attack time.
It's attack time.
Misses both. It's a miserable miss.
Finish these
Mario.
guns off, guys. They
I'm gonna
hurt.
move forward slightly.
Back to the studio.
Alright.
What dearie me?
Cunts.
Your longbow firing across Silas's shoulder. Sorry, and you move up behind him.
Nice.
13 damage. It's a solid slam.
Oh, that is very good
Another
hit.
hit.
Oh, I'll select that thing again.
Oh, okay. So roll another 6 and I'll add it on. Which one is it? Doppelganger 3. Another 1. Oh, but you wouldn't believe it.
Shit.
That was what it took.
Oh, nice.
Down. Oh,
Extra 1. You fire arrows over Silas's shoulders, and Silas, you kind of instinctively shrink down and to the left, and these arrows slam into its chest, and it just topples over.
throw myself against the wall.
Ooh.
Is that what you actually say?
Yeah.
You too many.
Trying a little cheer to myself. On the back.
Anything else, Marley? Or
No, that's it. Thank you.
Turn around and give you a thumbs up.
Okay, I'm gonna produce a flame in my palm and chuck it at Doppelganger 1.
okay.
Do it in the style of an 80s action.
It's a good overhand throw, but it
Oh
ultimately.
shit, I'm in melee combat, aren't I? Fuck. It's a ranged attack. That's stupid. Live and learn! That's me done, mate.
Live and burn.
Okay.
Not-
Okay. I will.
What happens if Sohei moves into your moonbeam, Neil?
He will have to make a save and take the damage.
Jesus.
He doesn't save at disadvantage because he's not a shapeshifter, or
Mhm.
not that I'm aware of. him being a
I'll go there.
shapeshifter.
And then I'm not in the moonbeam. And I will target Doppelganger 2.
Surely you've got to lean into the moonbeam to get that. Go on. Go on. You lean
Burn
it.
burn my toes when I kick him. Ooh, ah. I can use throwing weapons. I'm not bothered with it.
Your toenails black.
It's all the same. Okay. I'm going to spend 1 key point to make to make my final attack a stunning strike. So I will do my 2 short sword attacks first.
Okay.
That
Oh,
one misses.
miss. And
That
it's
one.
a hit.
That one hits. Wow. Okay. And this is the unarmed strike, which is the stunning strike. Which
Oh,
fucking
it's another miss.
misses.
It's a terrible round of rolls.
Shit.
Unfortunate. Your previous round
Yeah.
was devastating, but this
You
one.
can't have it all.
You've lost your mojo a little on that one.
It's
Silas.
isn't it? If that weapon attack hits, he can make it a stunning strike. So he doesn't have to roll to hit again. They just have to do a Constitution save. Or am I reading it wrong?
They
Let's have
just
a look.
adds
That's
a
right, but he
Constitution
missed.
save to a normal attack.
Yeah,
But he missed with it.
You can spend 1 key point to attempt a stunning strike. The target must succeed on a Constitution saving throw or be stunned until the
No,
end of the next
it has to
turn.
be with it has to be with a melee weapon attack. So you
It
wouldn't
does.
use it with the short sword.
Yeah.
So wouldn't it be use a
So-
short sword?
With a melee
And if
weapon
it-
attack.
Yeah, you use a short sword, and if the short sword hits, you turn that as well as the damage.
Your
You turn
ability
that
to stab, if you click on the little dragon head next to Stunning Strike, it tells you when you hit a creature with a melee weapon attack.
Does
So
it,
you
are his
could've-
fists counted as melee weapons? Though?
So you could have used that short sword hit as well as the damage. You could have made that stunning and forced him to do a con save.
Yeah, but one of my melee hits missed, didn't it? So
But you could have used it on the one that hit.
what? Chose to after.
No,
Yeah.
no, it's a skill that makes an existing hit stronger. As
Yeah.
in,
It says attempting, and I think my fists are classed as weapons, so it doesn't. I don't think it really matters what I use it on.
Okay.
use your short sword.
Well, you just it is under the monk thing. It just say melee weapon attack. I'll just assume it missed because one of my melee weapons missed, so it's fine.
I'll move into the room. I can't get.
Don't step into the light, Silas.
Can't get. What? Oh my god, that's so goddamn bright. Hey man.
It steps into the light. Cha 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 cha.
Yeah, you over there. You look
I'll give
really
it the mic.
goddamn ugly, motherfucker. I'll say it, the one that looks exactly like Carrot.
Me.
Whoa. They've 20 versus DC 15.
Run away! Run away! Run away!
So no, I just told Carrick it looked ugly, and that was my go.
That was it. That was your action. Was just to insult me, basically.
Yeah. I can't get in. That's me done.
Jelly babies.
Doppelganger number 1, please.
Okay. Doppelganger 1, Neil, do you want to do the
Yeah,
on or
I'm
off?
already targeting number 1. So again, it should be saving with disadvantage.
Best kill, Doppelganger 3.
So shall I roll it
I
again?
rolled 1. Oh shit, I rolled 2. First one
No,
was...
Can I do it? Because if you do it, it doesn't. If I do it and it's a fail, it'll automatically apply it to the damage. But if you do it and it's fail, it won't.
Okay, yeah, go on then.
That makes sense. So it did fail. Okay. So it should take the full damage now.
That's nice.
And it collapses to the floor, withered in the moonlight.
Doppelganger 2, same again.
Yep.
So again, will be with disadvantage. So I'll roll it again.
Yeah.
Okay,
That's
so it
another
made it.
success.
So I'll take half of that.
Heavy man.
Okay.
Okay, it's going to try and claw you twice. First one is miserable.
Leave
It's
me
not
alone,
feeling-
man!
And the second one's miserable as well.
My God,
Big
they've
hot
had like
bear.
6 attacks on me and 5 of them have missed. I can't believe
Lucky
it.
boy.
Very lucky.
Okay.
What's your armor class, Neil?
It's not great compared to everyone else, I don't think. 14.
No, it's still 75% chance
Yeah.
of not being hit.
Don't forget to apply again if you're
Yeah,
going to.
yeah. Thank you.
Cool. We might need this extra damage.
It's
Oh,
another hit.
pump
The arrow slam into it.
Oh!
Official.
Good job, team. Good job.
Okay, I'll cancel the moonbeam.
Okay.
We did it.
Everybody okay?
Everybody was kung fu fighting.
Can I cast? Are we still in combat, Mark, or can I cast Cure Light?
No,
this
you
on?
can cast now.
Okay, I'll just do it as a first level.
Got some quite high DPS in this group.
Hey, man.
But Molly is.
Nice.
Mm.
I need to take an AFK in a minute, Mark. I don't know if now's
Yeah,
the time.
yeah.
or...
When you've
Sorry.
cast the spell, we'll have an AFK for a bit.
All right, yeah,
Oh,
done.
I'll make a break.
All right, back in a
Yeah.
minute. Thank you.
Fire.
It's my jelly baby powder.
Hello? 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 So it's melee weapon, stunning strike, bonus action.
Slippers are dangerous.
Rich.
Yeah.
Smells.
Mm.
Yeah, reading that monk thing, right? You do your two weapon attacks, and if either of them hit, you can spend a key point and try and stun them. And then you've also got your bonus action, which you can use as a free unarmed, or spend another key point to do two more attacks. And then if any of those flurry of blows hits,
you can knock them on the floor as well. But fucking hell. So yeah, so it's 2 weapon attacks, and well, it's just amazing. I feel quite inadequate.
Did blow a 3rd level spell on that, but I had 3 nasty monsters right next to me, and my hit points and armor class are shit. So I thought
It's a perfect time to use that with their disadvantage. Yeah. Nice. Insult one about how ugly they are, and they've turned into you. Yeah, sorry
Thanks,
about
mate.
that, Karen.
yeah, of course, yeah.
Man, that one's really ugly. Oh, he looks just like you.
It's going to be another minute or so. Let's have a look. Oh, that's funny.
That's nuts, isn't it? That in California.
What's that?
Well, they passed that law in California to ban assault rifles. Like saying, yeah, maybe these stuff like the AR-15, maybe that's a bit too much. And then some judges overturned it, saying, no, assault rifles are good for in battle and in the house as well. Fucking Jesus.
Americans and their guns, man, they're weird.
It's a religion, man.
There's a quote from the judge says, like the Swiss Army knife, the popular AR-15 is a perfect combination of home defense weapon and homeland defense equipment. Good for both home and battle.
Hello, I'm back.
Come back.
Welcome back.
Thank you.
So he was quick as lightning.
Insulting Karak, taking the piss out of Sohei's voice.
Hmm?
I wouldn't
He's
do that.
always imitating. He just wants to be a monk.
Yeah. It's an homage. I'll write a song about Soho's brave exploits. And it'll go with something a little like this. No.
You get your bagpipes out.
Yeah. Something. Let's see if I've got some bagpipes. Everybody was. Oh, fuck's sake. Oh, so man.
Do you want to move yourself what you do, or tell me what you're going to do now then, whilst I finish this up?
I guess we'll search the. We can search the room now.
Yeah. We're heading north, aren't we?
Okay, you search the room. There are a lot of bones around here, and your first judgment of them being around here for a while, Silas, is entirely correct. It was obviously just a ruse on behalf of the doppelgangers to get you in the room.
It worked.
Nothing else.
I'll put them away.
You put in what?
Bagpipes.
Is that what the music was? Jesus.
What do you mean? Was
You
that
said you're looking for bagpipes, but you didn't hear what I was saying to you.
No, sorry. I was playing my bagpipes. They're very loud. Let's examine the bones, really.
Do we need bones?
So, as you first thought, Silas, the bones have been here for a long time. It's quite obvious the doppelgangers are just using it as a ruse.
Evil. So, Carrick, which way do you suggest? Where's her?
I think there was some treasure or something to the west.
It.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah, let's head that way.
Put one of my swords away, grab hold of his belt, and follow him.
Doing that stupid thing where-
Okay, Mark, I'll open the door to the west.
We cannot free move ourselves. Why is this?
No, I don't.
It's if the tokens are locked.
How do you unlock them?
Right-click a token and click lock or unlock tokens. Jesus!
Ow.
Do you click
Oh,
make everyone fucking giant?
You can just smash through the walls now and get out.
Yeah.
Hang on, let me just. I'll remove them and put them back on again.
We won't need to climb up
I
to
had to
those
say
ledges.
something, didn't I? I had to say something.
We can just stand on it.
No, still needs permissions from the GM.
I've not finished yet. I'm just putting it back on.
Oh.
Right, now try it.
Okay, I'm going to try and pull everyone through to here, assuming that there's no gas there.
Okay, so there is about 10 foot of gas to your east that you've just walked through.
Okay. I'll pull them through the gas.
At least I hate. Hate.
Okay. Sorry, I'm still not quite ready yet.
That's all right.
Wetty bastard.
Where are my glasses? Where's the old man's?
Getting like that, is it?
The mist parts reveal a section of clear corridor with mist-filling archways on both ends. Archways lead out from the center of both side walls and are also filled with mist. 6 small leather sacks lie in the center of the corridor.
Oh. Any bodies about?
Nope.
It's strange. Who would leave these here? Maybe Johnson did or something.
Oh man, but I thought maybe there might be something in them worth looking at.
Okay, do you want to stand back a bit? I can send the thing, and you can have a route around. Open one up. I will cast Mage Hand and send my little disembodied hand scampering along the floor. Off you go, boy. To a sack, and he'll try and untie the neck and open it out, and just stand there holding the neck open so you can see inside.
Manipulates the object
Mm-hmm.
and opens the bag, and it pulls out a gold coin.
Oh, money. I'll see if you can get it to flick it at me.
It flicks it at you.
Oh, catch it in one hand, like this. And strike a pose.
Make an athletics check and an acrobatics check.
Okay.
Not so cool now, is the Silas?
Yeah, you do it. Yeah.
A Bruce Forsyth pose next.
That you're not so good at.
Just end up punching myself in the face. Well, help yourself some gold. My pockets are full. Free.
I'll take. I mean, how much is in there? How many bags were there?
Are you going to spend some time counting?
Yeah, we'll have a look at what's in all the bags, and
In total, there is 510 gold pieces.
Stick that in the party treasure, shall we?
Mm-hmm.
Well, the thing is, right, is you can't keep doing that. You've not got a bag of holding.
Well, haven't we still got that cart, though?
You didn't say you were taking it with you.
No, we haven't bought it.
Nobody actually said we're going to take it with us. Who's dragging it and all that kind of stuff. So I assume it's still there. With 200 gold in the chest.
Harak, you look really strong. Maybe stuff your
I need
pockets.
to calculate how much I can carry. Hold on.
Well, can't we, just...
270 minus...
Hang on, Carrick is trying to do some sums. This might take a while.
I can carry 3,000 coins. I've currently got 400... About 450.
Well, there we go then, problem solved.
Can't you turn yourself into a pack mule or something?
I can actually. I can actually. But fuck you.
Oh, here, have a carrot.
Yeah, I'll take the gold then.
Can you bibbity bobbity boo over to the other one and go and get the cart? And then we can just pull the cart with us.
We could just whack it all in a chest, couldn't
we? Well, there might be something. We'll probably end up dropping it anyway, because there's probably something far more valuable further on.
Optimistic.
Is there any of it platinum, or is it all gold?
All gold.
We've only just started.
There's so much gold you cannot remove it from the tomb. That was the idea, wasn't it, with the treasures of the pharaohs?
It's going to be gems.
You literally
gold.
couldn't carry it all out. There was just too much of it.
Let's leave some to Johnson, man.
Yeah.
Do I remember if there was any clear air at the end of the passage to the west, Mark?
Going north, are we?
This little one behind me.
Thought we were going north.
Yeah, I just wondered. It's just like an odd little dead-end passage. I was just wondering if there was anything there, but
so throw you off the
Just
set.
that's what your sonar told you, and it's covered in mist. Silas is half in the mist.
Right, we're going to head north towards. There's some rooms up here, from what I remember, guys.
Okay.
We'll go back in through this room, and then up to this junction.
Okay.
No. You might want to go a bit further back, my lady.
Marley is giving a piggyback to Soho.
Captain the Wedge!
George!
Okay, hang on, let me just double check that area. 7. The mist part to reveal a section of clear corridor with mist filling archways at both ends. Archways, blah, blah, blah. On the floor, in the centre of the area, is a ring that appears to be made of fine silver. Each roll a dice, please. 20 d20.
20d20.
No, a 20. A d20.
Box, a cardboard box.
Did anybody roll 2 or below? Silas did. Silas, you
Yeah.
can feel a fresh breeze coming from the northern exit.
Oh, there's a breeze blowing from the north up there.
It wasn't me, man.
Oh, no, it says no. It's fresh, so it obviously wasn't you. It didn't say musty and smelling of
Well,
eggs.
what are we doing with this ring? Are we gonna leave it or?
Hey, I know what. I'll conjure my magic hand,
I'm gonna
Little
take a
thing.
step back from the ring,
and take a step back, half in, half out. Like,
watching for
got
things
that.
falling from the ceiling.
I've got Find Trap spell if you want to cast it.
I might want to say that for the runes. I don't know.
Right.
I could try my hand first, and as long as everybody steps back, then if anything falls down, that's good. Okay, and little thing will go up there, and he'll try and insert his middle finger into the ring, and try and lift his middle finger up like that.
Okay. So nothing seems to happen.
I'll get him to march back over to me with the ring then. Come here, boy. Give me the ring.
Hey, Silas.
What?
Do you use that cantrip when you're alone?
Don't even go there.
Mage hand off.
Hey, if you want to borrow it, that'll cost you 5 copper pieces.
Right,
No.
Christ.
You need bigger hand, man.
I'll open my pocket up and get the mage hand to climb up my trouser leg, the outside, and deposit the ring inside my pocket without me touching
The outside.
Okay.
Disappears
Thank you.
inside your trousers.
it. Yeah.
Gives him a cheeky little slap on the bum before he mage hand off.
So it doesn't look like the item's in the thingy, so I can't add it, but I'll make it up and do it.
Okay.
So I've written it down in my notes that you've got the ring.
You just cast Identify Magic on it.
Add a ring to your inventory, Silas.
Yeah. RING. Done.
Okay. Okay, let's head north, guys. Hold hands.
Okay, if I have to.
Ring a roses.
Gonna go over a trap.
Heading to there if it's clear.
Okay, that area is clear. The mist part to reveal a 10-foot square clear intersection with 4 archways. Each are filled with rest-coloured mists. The breeze seems a lot stronger here. In fact, you can all feel it.
Can we tell which direction it's coming from?
Lick your finger. Hold it up.
It's coming from the east.
Should we head east?
Yeah, let's go east, man.
Okay, I'm going to pull everyone through to the doorway if it's clear.
Okay, yes, it is now. It's not clear down that corridor. You have to go through about 20 feet of mist.
Open the door.
Okay. Okay, you open the door.
Oh,
It's like a well.
and Johnson mentioned a pool, didn't he?
Oh, yeah.
Interesting.
Are we going in or are we just going to stare at it?
Just staring at it's kind of pretty. I'll walk in the room into the corner there, and
In the centre of this square room is a circular well, which is approximately 5 to 7 feet in diameter. and it surges with clear water. The 30-foot vertical walls rise to a flat ceiling. On opposite sides of the room are a platform and the door. A large figure lies prone upon the platform, and its deep brown eyes are glaring at the intrusion. Water rushes at an enormous rate from the well into a
Oh,
channel.
that's so heavy. Sorry.
Sorry, Mark. Water rushes from the well.
Into a channel on the floor. This channel is 3 feet wide, 3 feet deep, and leads to a large circular opening under the platform.
Oh.
What's the figure look like with the...
Hang on 1 second.
So I'll reserve my movement till I get the full description of the room. Obviously,
You went in.
obviously, if he says there's a dragon in there.
You moved in, mate. You're right. Bro, mate, commit.
I'm in viewing window. Screens to do this.
Ooh, what's that? Ooh, it's in a free tea. That's what that is, mate. Holy shit. So a genie. It's a genie or a free tea. Either way, you're fucked. Close the door, quick.
There you go, that's what it is.
Wow.
Ooh, it's a sphinx, even.
Sphinx.
Taking a while to load. Don't know why. Why is it? Come on.
I think
Yeah,
that's,
it's a sphinx.
is it?
That's impressive looking.
That's cool.
He's a handsome chap, isn't he?
Well, wasn't he?
I like his little chin cock.
Chincock? What?
Jingle.
What?
Oh, sorry. Greetings. Sorry for intruding upon your solace.
What do we have here?
Just some people lost, looking for a way out.
Not unusual, it is a maze.
So we have found out. If I may ask, if I may be so bold, how come you be in this maze?
I will not answer your questions unless you answer mine.
Fair trade.
What do you know of the Amun-Re Sphinx?
I will make an insight check.
What ability is it, Neil, for knowing like history and what?
Don't know. It could be history, could be
Religion,
nature,
or-
could be
yeah,
religion. Depends on the
nature.
creature, really, and the
Okay,
situation.
you can do 2 roles. You can do a nature and a religion.
I'll make a religion roll, Mark.
Okay, yes, you have heard of Amun-Re Sphinxes before. They are guardians, normally to an entrance somewhere, somewhere important. They will not answer questions. They only ask questions, and the only time that they will help people is if you can answer their riddles.
Mm-hmm. Pen and paper. Was my role any good? Did I know anything about them?
Oh, sorry, I didn't see your roll. Yes, very similar, the same, really.
Oh,
You,
Wow.
Oh, in order to pass, we must answer your riddles, Guardian.
I'll step into the room.
May we ask what it is you guard?
you know our ways. You know I will not answer that question without you answering my riddle.
Well, we will answer your riddles, but we seek the star gem.
It's very nice. Maybe I will help you.
Ask your riddle, dude.
It's
to
the very
save the
nice.
desert. We are to save the desert and the land.
Oh, by the way, sorry, I did forget to say, with you knowing all that they were known that if you get the riddles wrong, they eat the person who tried to get the riddle right.
Oh, so hey.
They eat the person.
Mm-hmm.
They can fucking try. Kick his lips off.
Kick his lips off. It's just
Favourite line.
they go flying into the wall. He's there and go.
Like a lion who's dropped his dentures.
Yeah. My neck.
Do you want to know what challenge he is?
15.
Higher.
Shit.
Right.
Oh, party white.
You would have known that before you started in the. When you said he was an andro sphinx, and you started to think, obviously, and recall your memories about what they are. You would have known that. So now you can decide to make your moves and what you do.
Yeah. Oh,
Challenge level 15. What does that mean? Does that mean I got to hit him 15 times?
no, higher challenge. It's higher challenge. Fifth. What's Tyrannosaurus Rex was about 15 or
Tyrannosaurus
higher.
Rex is 9.
Oh.
8.
Oh my god, so he's fucking mental. Oh no. So, hey, I gather round the other guys. Well, this looks like the way out, but
Is it the way out or is it the way in?
Well, first of all, we need to think of what question we're going to ask, and I think we should ask how we get out of the maze.
no, he doesn't answer questions.
No,
Really?
if we're successful with the riddle, I mean. We don't want to be successful with the riddle, then ask some question like, what time is it, do we?
No, he doesn't answer questions, full stop.
He only asks them
He guards an entranceway.
to grant access. So do we need
No,
access? to
you
get
might
in
have been talking, but he did say, "I will only answer your questions when
Oh.
you answer mine."
Yeah.
Damn. Man. This mist
Okay,
is...
go on. Fire the first question, bitch.
So, hey, that's quite unlike your usual.
Looks down at you, and his fluffy eyebrows bristle as he looks down his big flat nose at you. Are you sure you want to do this?
Don't back out now, so hey.
What?
Yeah.
Well, don't we need the star gem? Oh, God. What are we going to do? We either kill him or answer his questions right to get through whatever's through there to get to the star gem, because I reckon the rest of the rooms are just bullshit.
I think you can kill him. I think we got to answer his question, man.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I mean. So
Yeah.
I was going to answer his question.
Go on, then.
To kill him.
And then I'm going to engage my key ability.
Look at his head as he wipes the rest of the party.
My bonus action, I'm going to engage key. Watch him trying to punch me. Be funny. Just stand out the way a minute.
I'm going to stand behind, so...
Yeah, I'll back up a bit.
Ask me a fucking question.
What, you said that, did you?
No, I said, I will answer your riddle, Guardian. I do not fear you.
Then listen well. I will tell you this once, and I will repeat it on request. Only twice.
Oh, my God.
Right, I better get a pen.
There is a town called Bindon. Now, all of the people who live on the east side of Bindon tell the truth all of the time. All of the people who live on the west side will never tell the truth. During the day, when both east and west siders mingle in the shops and streets, it is impossible to tell one from the other by appearance alone. If you got lost in Bindon, what one question would you ask that would tell you correctly which side of town you were on? Kind of, you see his muscles shift as he just gets into his squat and has a shit. No.
Question would you ask to find out what side of the town you were on? And east tell the truth all the time, west never tell the truth.
If you're on the east, you'd ask them, and they all tell, and they'll the truth. So if you're on the east and you say, "Am I on the east?" They'd say yes. If you're on the west and ask people and you're on the west, they would say
Something like
no.
you'd ask them the time, because you'd know what the time was or something, wouldn't you?
Yeah, but
Be something like that.
we need to know which side of town we're on. Hang on, let's change this up. Yeah. Ask him what the football score is.
Yeah, you never did decide on the question. Karak suggested that you get together and decide before.
So if you're on the east and you said, "Is this the east?" they'd say yes. If you're on the west and you said, "Is this the west?" they'd say
Well, they never tell the truth, so
no.
they say yes.
But no, if you're on the west people would say no, you're not on the west. If you're on the east and you say, "I'm on the east,"
Yeah, but if you
it is-
ask them if you were on the west while you're in, no, if you asked them if you were on the east when you're on the west, they would say yes, because that you're on the west.
yeah. But if you ask east while you're on, "Is this the east?" while you're on the east, you'd also get a yes.
Yeah, so that wouldn't be the question.
Yeah, cool. Nice one. But so if you're on the east and you say, "I'm in the west," they'd say no. If you're on the west and you say, "I'm on the west," they'd also say no.
So you could be on either.
So opposites and the same won't work. Let's see.
So is that why you'd ask them the time or something?
Well,
Yeah.
how would that
Because
tell you what side of town you're on?
Because you'd know the time.
Yeah,
You'd know what time it was, and then if they said,
how would you know what time it was?
you could say, is this daytime or is this nighttime? Then you'd be able to tell pretty obviously.
which side of the town, whether I'm telling the truth or not.
So if you say, is this the daytime? Say it was daytime.
No,
you say,
the question said in the daytime they all mingle.
In the middle, yeah.
Yes, it did. Could you repeat the after the West never tell the truth?
Oh, repeat the whole thing. Repeat the whole thing.
Yeah.
He'll do it twice.
Yeah.
There is a town called Bindon. All of the people who live in the east side of Bindon tell the truth all of the time. All of the people who live on the west side will never tell the truth. During the day, when both east and west siders mingle in the shops and streets of either end of town, it is impossible to tell one from the other by appearance alone.
Shit.
If you get lost in Bindon, what one question could you ask that would tell you correctly which side of town that you were on?
It says any mingle during the day.
Yeah, I think the day-night things mingle together well. Yeah.
It's impossible to tell one side from the other during the day, but that's not.
Yeah, but at night are they all going to be in their houses and not on the street? So you can't ask them any questions.
You need to ask them a question where they will both give the same answer.
Why?
Because then you know whether the answer to the question is true or not.
Explain that a bit more. I don't understand.
What are you thinking?
I don't know. I don't
You just shouted the sound. But if you waited till the night time, then they don't mingle. So you'd know.
What question would you ask?
Yeah, but if they're all mingled during the day, you could be on either side of the town anyway. If they're all mingling.
That's why you wait till the night time to ask. So you know only the east are on the east and only the west are on the west. Only the truth is on the east and only
You
the
could be on either the west or the south side if you ask during the day, because they mingle. So you could be asking someone that lives on the
Stand
west
by
side on the east side.
east.
So you need to wait till the night time, so you know that they're on their separate sides,
Hmm.
and then you'll know that the question that you ask will be relevant to the east or the west people because they're not mingled.
But if you wait till the night time, and so east is on the east, west people are on the west,
Mhm.
you'd get the same answer to the question. So because if you asked truthfully on the east, they'd say yes, and if you asked, am I on the east to the people on the west, they'd also say yes.
It depends what question you asked.
Yep. And then, but if you ask, fuck.
I remember this question from when I played it years ago at Mark's, and I can't remember the answer to it.
Well, could you ask them about daytime and nighttime? Because if you ask the west people about, say, if it's nighttime, you say, "Is it nighttime?" They can only lie.
Yeah.
So they would say, "No, it's not nighttime," when it
Or,
was.
or is it
Yeah,
if
but
you're
they're
in
all
the day?
mingled, so it doesn't matter.
It's nighttime. They're not mingled. It said they only mingle during the day.
Right.
So if you ask them at night, "Is it nighttime?" they would have to lie. So they would
Yep.
say no.
But the question is, because you're in the middle of them in the day, and you have to ask them the question in the day.
Not
No, it didn't say.
necessarily. It just said if they mingle during the day, you could say wait till nighttime and then ask the question. It said if you were
But
lost, it didn't specify the time of day.
But even if it was during, let's presume it's during the day, because the dude said it's a day. You could just ask, "Is it daytime?" Which would serve the same function as if it was night time.
But they're all
But
mingled, so it doesn't
yeah,
matter.
that's true. Fuck.
So it doesn't matter what. So it's kind of
No,
some
you'd wait.
really abstract fucking thing you ask, isn't it? I'm sure it should be something like, I don't know. I think it's
Oh, hold
sure
on.
something to do with time.
You'd have to wait till the night, so you know. No, but you wouldn't, because they'd be mingled, so you wouldn't know whether you're asking. No, yeah, they wouldn't be mingled yet.
What do you think, Neil?
So you'd wait till the night, so the people were in their proper places,
Mhm.
but you wouldn't know where you were at all. You
Yeah.
wouldn't know if you were. You wouldn't know if you were in the east or in the west because you're lost.
Mhm.
The dude specifically said you were lost.
Yeah.
So then you'd go, "Oi, mate, is it night time?" And the guy would say, "Yeah." He'd say, "Yes, it is." In which case,
I
It
think
was
I've got it.
the east.
you know you're in the east. And if he says, "No, it's not night time," you'd be in the west.
Yeah, that's what I said.
I
Yeah.
think I've got it.
Oh,
And it doesn't rely on the time of day.
what do you think?
So, let me just double check this. You go up to somebody, right? I'm not saying this as the answer to the Sphinx, Mark. Just for clarity's sake.
All right, mate.
And you say to them, "Am I in the part of town where you live?"
Yeah, you
And,
are.
right. If you're in the east of the town, the east people will answer yes. And the west
What?
people will also answer yes. Because these people tell the truth, and they do live in the east. And the west people will tell
that's it.
lies, and they will also say yes, because they're lying. If you say, "Am I in the part of town where you live?" and you're in the west, these people will
Both say
say no, because they tell the truth. And the west people will say no, because they lie. So
What
it
is
doesn't
so-
matter if they say yes, you're in the east. If they say no, you're in the west. That's what I think it is.
Sounds feasible to me.
I have written out a chart with. I'm gonna take a photo of this, put it in Discord.
Dave, I googled it.
I'd be hard. No, you'd be too hard to frame that on a Google.
You can find that in a Google.
How do you take a photo
Easily.
on Discord?
You could find it in a Google, but it's not.
Yeah, well, that's cheating.
Oh yeah, she.
Be fans playing with fake.
Well, okay. Well, what question are we going to ask
So I
him?
think the question you ask the person is, am I
Yeah,
in the
yeah.
part of town where you live?
Okay.
If they answer yes, you are in the east. It doesn't matter whether from the east, they're from the east or west, they will answer yes. If you're in the west of town, they will answer no. It doesn't matter whether they're from the telling the truth or not.
Oh, I get it.
I think. Who
So
wants to
if-
risk it?
Right, well, I'll say that to him. But what question do we want to ask if we get it right? Obviously, if we don't get it right, we're all dead. So it doesn't matter.
No, we're only the only person who asks it.
I can't attach this photo to.
No, we've got it. We've got it. We've got
I
it.
can see it.
We've got it twice.
Oh, you got it twice. Sorry.
Yeah.
I'll
I
delete.
wonder why you were so quiet.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, because am I where you live? You're in the east. You say yes. The west person in the east will also say yes because he's a lying twat. But if you're in the west, the east person will go no, and then the west person will go because he's also a lying twat. No.
I would just make an insight check to see if they were lying.
What
But
was
it-
it? Roll
Aaron,
a one.
result.
Yep. Go on then, Carrot. Oh wow,
No,
Carrot, that's
Hang on. What question are we
Why
gonna
do I
ask
have
if
to
we-
say it? It was so hey that was talking to him.
Fucking- Dude,
Are we-
what question are we going to ask him if we got it right?
How do we get out of the maze? I think.
Yeah.
Well, we'll figure that out anyway.
How do we safely get out?
That's a wasted question. We're going to figure that out anyway.
Well, what do you want to ask him?
we're not going to ask him a question. They never answer. What was it? They never answer questions.
Oh, he said he would only
No, he
answer
said
it
he
when
would
we
only
went
answer.
to his riddle.
Oh shit! Hang on, let's go back to the beginning. No. Hang on, I get my bag.
All right, I'll say it. We just if I'm just
Yeah.
going to run through the logic again in a minute. But do
What
we?
do
What question
for
are
it.
we asking?
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah, how do we get to the star gem? In the pyramid, in this pyramid.
He might just say you have to get out of the maze.
I'm fucking kidding.
We could ask him, is there access to the star gem through the maze?
And he would say, yeah.
How do we get to the star gem from here?
How
Yeah.
do we get? Yeah.
So the star gem of Amun-Re, because we've already got one star gem.
Or the in case we get the name wrong, the nearest star gem.
Well, that's in your pocket, isn't it?
Shit. Yeah. No, well fucking done, mate. There you go. That's in your pocket. Oh shit.
Safest way to get to the next star gem.
Can we remember what the star gem in the pyramid was called, whether it had a name? Oh. Check my notes.
Yeah. Fuck.
The star gem of Mopilar.
Oh,
The star gem of Mopilar is in Amun-Re's tomb. Okay.
Fuck me, yes. Nice one.
Whew.
Yeah, so how do we get to Amun-Re's tomb? Is that the question? then?
No, how do we get to the star gem of Mopilar? Because it might not be in his tomb.
Well, he might not know. Okay, we'll go for that.
Let,
Go
let
for
me
it, Neil.
just run through the
Okay.
logic again.
Engaging key.
Am I in the part of town where you live? If you're in the east people will say yes because they tell the truth, and the west people will say yes because they lie. And if you're in the west, the east people will say no because they tell the truth, and the west people will say no because they lie.
What happens if you're in the north?
Shut up.
that wasn't it, the question.
Okay,
Okay,
mighty
fine.
Andro Sphinx. I think I'm ready to answer your riddle, dude.
You did not request the riddle.
Okay,
Oh,
over to you.
Fuck's sake. I can't remember that now.
You want me to spell it out to you, Sohei?
I think he should. Just make sure he's got it right.
What was the question again?
Just
What were?
type it out on Discord.
The question was, if you were lost, what question would you ask to find out which side of the town you're on?
Am I in the part of the town where you live?
Yeah, you would go to up to someone and say, am I in the part of town where you live? Yeah.
Yeah, right. I'll say that to him.
What will you say to him?
What I just said.
You didn't say it, did you?
In the part of the town where you live.
Are you sure this is your answer?
That all depends on which side of the town I live in. Doesn't it, Sphinx?
This is your answer?
It was.
What
If they say yes, then
Release.
That was not the question. The question was, what one question would you ask? You said, is this the part of the town where you live? And I asked to clarify, are you sure you wish to give this as your answer?
yes.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Sure.
That's me sure.
You are correct.
Oi, that's on
Well
it.
done, Neil.
What is your question?
Where?
The question,
Is-
hey, how do we get to the star gem of Mopila? From here.
Silence. Greeted with silence. He's just looking at Soho.
How do we get to the star gem of Mopila from here?
There are several ways. You can get to it by going up the sluiceway. You can see through the clear water there, points at the pool, and head upwards. And then you would need to head through the halls of the priesthood to either the Dome of Flight or to the teleportation device in the temple.
Right, so you're gonna.
Or you could head up via one of the secret doors that are situated on ledges
Mm.
Those fucking ledges.
in rooms to the south, east, and southwest.
You guys would have made it up anyway. Well, we're close enough to the pool. Can we actually go to the pool?
Well, we can go either way then.
I'll have a look in that pool. Let's have a look. Let's have a peer in. In there? Oh.
You have a pier in the pool. It's quite fast-moving water.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It seems to the water seems to be heading off down the sluiceway away from the pool, and yet the pool remains full at all times, which you think is rather strange. You see the sluiceway heading away to the north, and then there's just blackness.
With the sluiceway, is there room enough to keep your head above the water, or does it fill the tunnel completely, the water?
No, it's like like you see in the films, like the American sewers. There's a walkway and water running down the side.
I'm
So we can
climbing
get
in the.
through here.
I'm climbing in the pool. All right, then, boys.
Search the rest of the rooms in case you missed swords, magic weapons, or any other attire, or did you want to just crack on? I'm not bothered either way.
I think we've probably outstayed our welcome with Mr. Sphinx here.
Crack on.
Man, that's a pretty cool question. Oh, you won't answer the question, will you?
Any other questions you want to know? I'll get another riddle off him. Is there anything else that would be really useful to know that might be worth the risk asking a second question?
No. I think we did pretty good.
How about we write the answer to that riddle on the wall so anybody knows it? No.
You might ask a different riddle.
Oh, yeah. Damn. You're kind of clever. Wish I was that clever. Anyway, let's get in this pool. Yeah. I'm jumping in.
We're in the pool then.
We need to
Everyone-
get in the pool to get through the sluice.
Are we free to pass then? Sphinx?
Yeah, the
Assume
pool
we've
runs
answered your
down.
question.
There's like a walkway either side of the pool, but it heads down and then along underneath the floor to the north. But you don't necessarily actually have to get in the pool, but you have to follow it down.
Okay, I'll follow the pool down along the walkway then. Goodbye.
Goodbye, Sphinx.
Okay, there isn't a map for this part. It goes out about 10 foot, and then there is a sluiceway that heads downwards, and it seems to go on for a long way into the darkness. Who's got dark vision?
Yep.
I have
How far?
60.
Yeah, it goes past
Same.
60 foot. But there is also water coming down from above, joining the water and heading down the sluiceway, and there is a large tunnel above you.
So do you think this is where all the water from the desert's gone? Because he cursed it.
That's a good point.
I don't know.
Is
Can you
there
make perception checks, please? Malia only. Oh no. Yes, Malia only. You're looking up. You can't see. Just the tunnel up above you goes up into the darkness. But as you're looking, the water's cascading down and spraying you and kind of ruining your vision a little bit as it joins with the water below you in the sluiceway. But you can just make out on the far wall holes carved out of the wall like a ladder.
Hey guys, there's something on the wall over there. It looks like we could possibly use it to climb out. I will gesture in its general location.
Oh.
Worth
Oh,
checking
yeah.
out. Well spotted.
Not bad
Okay, so we'll head over there then.
for a girl. Get off, Kenneth. Jesus.
Put Silas around here on the way back.
You punch.
Okay, just give me a minute.
You punch quite hard.
Okay, so what did you say? Did you say you were going over to the ladder or up the ladder? I didn't
We're
quite understand.
investigating the ladder.
Yeah.
See whether it's safe to use.
For a
it.
girl.
Okay, so it's carvings out the wall, even though the walls are slippy from the cascading water. Each foot and handhold as it's carved out the rock in intermittent gaps of about a foot each hole. And they're about 6 inches tall, the hole, about 12 inches wide and about 4 or 5 inches deep. There's been a lip carved on each one, so even though it's slippy, you reckon you could climb up them.
Rock and roll.
Well, the only way is up. Let's go.
On the way up.
Wait.
Okay, you... Excuse me. Oh, fuck, I thought I'd shrunk this. Ugh.
I know what question we should have asked him. Does Silas use his mage hand to get himself off?
I think we all know the answer.
Yeah, I think so.
That would have been a worthy
Yo.
riddle.
You know the answer.
That's the question.
Okay, so what you doing? Sorry.
We're climbing up the ladder.
Okay, you climb up the ladder and it's a long climb. I will need a constitution check off each of you, please, with advantage, though, because of the good handholds. It's about 230 foot up. It's a long, straight climb with water battering on your back. all the way.
What's
20.
it? A constitution?
Check.
Constitution check, yeah, it's a long way of climbing. 210 foot with water hammering on your
Shit.
back.
I'm going to use my inspiration to.
Come on,
go
so hey, keep up,
advantage.
man.
Well, you get advantage anyway.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I have to click advantage, or is that automatic?
Click, 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 click.
Oh shit.
You have to just click that little advantage button.
Which means shit, you don't know what the number is that you've got to hit.
Yeah, it wasn't great.
Okay, you're all actually all right. Marley is just on the cusp there. The next roll would have been to see how far you were up when you fell. Okay,
It's
you
okay.
climb all the way up to the top and out and on to the next level of the pyramid.